All right, guys, I'm back. Oh no, I'm just trying to just get everything set up because it takes a minute to update everything on YouTube. So thank you for coming back over and joining me on the stream. Um, Hopefully I stay up. I wish this particular site wasn't so expensive because it's super expensive, this particular website. I don't make that much money from YouTube. I really do not. I make nowhere near what Sarasota Tim does because I don't have the time to devote. And if people are getting ad blockers and don't, it just, and I do it for a hobby, but the cost of StreamYard can be very expensive. And then internet services. So you're looking at hundreds of dollars that you're investing to have better things that I wouldn't have necessarily. I'm not trying to make a pity story here. I'm just saying. So fortunately, if this is a better service than, the other one and it's more stable, it's sad to me because I can't afford this one. I just cannot. I don't know. They're having a black, but they always want you to pay up front. So that's the reason why I have shitey one stream because it's $15 a month. And I'm cheap like Tim like that when it comes to my streaming because I don't stream that often because I'm a grad student and I work pretty much full time as a registered nurse. And no, nurses don't make that much money, especially when you're paying off the US government hundreds of dollars a month in student loan debt. And yes, I chose to take those loans out, but the way they, and I'm not trying to make a complaint, the way they, adjust the interest, they basically do it every single day. So it's like literally, unless you put thousands of dollars, or you're from a very wealthy family, then you probably would. Anyway, just saying, it's irritating. Just get irritated. So I'm sorry that my streaming is just, but until I can find something that's less around the same cost and, and it stops being a hobby and more of a profession, we're going to have the cheap stuff like Tim does. And we're just going to have to come in and out. So there's my rant. Let's just get back to Tim because I'm tired and I had other stuff to do. And I did want to have this to be fun. And the second I try to do it, the jets also start to really kick up. And I swear they interfere with my wireless. And one stream is just, anyway, I'm so tired. I just sick of everybody trying to rip me off for money. I just spent $550 in effects. So Merry effing Christmas, Roscoe. All right, Tim, try to flog us a effing gazebo and let's laugh at Tammy's skinny legs.
You can go back in the bag, or you can reassemble it, refold it, and it will actually go back in with the side curtains on. Now, here's the trick.
I got 25.
I've watched enough videos to know that most people try to assemble it incorrectly. Now, look at these. These aren't some cheap little, those tie things they give you on most tents? Look at this. Look at this. This is quality. Look at that, folks. Look at that. The real deal. That's how you get it to stay together so you can get it back in this bag. It got snaps, man. Look at that.
Streaming is fun. Don't get me wrong. But obviously the whole thing is unless you're building a community and people want, YouTube doesn't really, unless you're a huge streamer, you don't, it's a hobby. Like any hobby, it costs you money at the end of the day. And obviously, I'm just irritated because I tried to do it. And then obviously the services I use, like StreamYard, went from being $10 a month up to almost like $40 or $60 a month. And that's just because they sold to a different company. That's an enormous, and I can't see when I barely make that much in a year sometimes with YouTube. I'm not giving everything I make to StreamYard. They just really hold people, and I can't stream enough to make that. So it's just irritating because this one will be more stable, and the other one's obviously a shite service, and it just I'm so mad tonight. I feel like Tim. It just irritates me. And then the jets fly over and they're irritating too. They are. They are not the sound of freedom, the sound of freaking irritation. They shouldn't be flying at this hour of the night when people are trying to put their children to sleep. It's just irritating. They need to go to a desert. I hate them.
So
I'm sorry.
What you do is a lot of people think it goes that way, but it goes this way.
Am I kidding? What do you mean I'm kidding? Oh, am I kidding?
When do you see how this happens?
Price of StreamYard? No, I'm not. It went up like enormously. That's why I stopped using StreamYard because it just went up like like so high? Is that, if that's the question? I don't know what the question, or are we serious that Tammy's back? I don't even know what the question is. Sorry, Sharon. It's a oh, thank you. I'm trying to be a trooper. I'm tired. You know, I've been streaming to do ViBeMas. This came up. Obviously, Darling's already released a video. I understand it's a reaction channel. You kind of got to get out here. I already kind of used up my announcements with YouTube because I said that Tim, you know, I noticed that Tim Dirty deleted, well, it didn't Dirty delete, but he had to delete his walking video. So I posted that. And then obviously he comes out. We didn't expect Miss Tammy to show up in his sunglasses. So, and if I don't get a certain number of people watching these videos, then obviously I don't make the money to pay for the streaming service. It's just, you know, I'm obviously a nurse. You know, people want to say I make but so much money, and you know, and anyway, I'm so mad about that other service. It's just frustrating anyway because I don't want to pay for this one. Just don't. I can't afford it. Just can't, guys. I can't, and not everything else I'm trying to do with the editor and everything else. Just irritating. Keep going, Tim.
Look at that.
I'm losing my mojo, guys. Yeah, Tammy's back.
This is all you do is let it fall apart. Oh, I'm sorry. There's one more part here. Look over here. I didn't untie this. Right down here. I didn't do that. That messed up my scenery. I got it. Doo-doo. Look. The roof is on the top. It's 6 sides. Here's the key. Step on the bottom skirt. Reach in. See this strap? You give it a pull. Boom. 1. Come around. Step on the skirt. Grab the strap. These are also your tie outs. Boom. It's so roomy inside because they come out. They're not straight down. Okay, I'll just turn it around for you a little bit. I'm reaching over here, getting another one. I'm stepping on the side skirt. Boom. They just keep going. And there's the door over here. Let me just bring it around just to make it easier for my videographer. Coming around over here. I'm grabbing another one of these pull-ups.
I think the tent was sent to him for the review. So he gets the gazebo for free. As long as he posts this video, obviously, in a certain amount of time. And the other caveat was that he could not have any other videos posted with it. So the video that he did this morning, he's deleted that one. So this will be the only video. And I don't know if he'll be able to edit Miss Tammy out of the sunglasses. He obviously probably doesn't want people in his community to see her. But she's been seen.
There are 6 of them. Boom. One more. I'm coming around. I'm stepping on the side skirt. And there you go. Now, you say, what's left? I got to show you this part. Now, you wouldn't normally have to go through all that. I'm just trying.
Doesn't care if it has 1,200 views. He's got a free gazebo.
Trying to help
He can sell it on Facebook Marketplace if he doesn't want to use it anymore. So I don't think for whatever it is, it's a win for Tim. It's more stuff. Makes a video. 1,200 views. That's over 1,000. He's made money. He's got a free gazebo. It's a win for Tim. I don't know how much these retail for. He's got a 5% off discount link if you want to buy it.
Videographer here. Look how big this thing is. All right. To get the roof up.
Hey, JJ.
Go inside.
Nice to see you. Merry Christmas.
And I'll show you in here.
Nice to see you, JJ. Merry Christmas.
See this? See this thing right here? Watch, I'm going to give it a good pop. Hang on. And boom! Check this thing out, man. Look at this thing. Come on inside here with me and take a look at the room. I love it. This mesh screen, I mean, the smallest little gnat isn't getting in here, baby. You can put a love seat. 8 people can be in this. You know what? I've never seen one this big. The friends I met when I was camping, they had the slightly smaller one. This is amazing. Look at all these poles. Look how they're all in here. Nothing to reassemble, and they're bowed out, each one. And it's 8.5. See this hook up here? I've got a fan. You can put. I got this fan that they sent me. Another company I can.
Oh gosh, he's got his excited voice. Things larger than his RV.
Put here and a fan blow down, or a light. It's just awesome. And then look, it's all got these seams that are sealed, and an extra covering here for the roof for when it rains. Now let's go outside. I'm gonna make it real nice and show you what you do with the skirting. First, I'm gonna get those 2 poles. This is the only thing, is you get these poles right here that are for, and see, it's a little hooked up there. And look at this. You take these out. Look how well packaged everything is. This is nice. So obviously these go together like that, and another one. And let's go inside here together and I'll show you how these go so simply.
Yes. Octo means 8. So it would be, if it's 8-sided, it would be an octagonal shape. I mean, that thing popped up pretty nice. I mean, it's pretty nice in Florida if you want to eat outside and you don't want to get hit by the bugs. It fits quite nicely there on the slab. Somebody was trying to tell him not to put the screws in the concrete, though.
So these are for your door frame. You set this one down. You, if I can remember, take my glasses off, how it goes. Oh, I see.
No, I don't think it's, I mean, I would think maybe not. Well, he said he could put a fan in there. So at least it'd have some ability to cool him. But it's more, I think, to take the bugs away.
Uh-huh. So this goes
Can't believe
up in this
the
little
other
slot
service
here.
is so, I'm so
Boom.
bad.
This is going to tie around. And all you have to do on this one down here is open it up. And you can start with the top or the bottom. There you go. It's open. Just give it a little bend.
I can't afford this one.
I think maybe the bottom would be better. I don't want to do it wrong. I saw a guy put one together and it was just like a lot easier. So you start there. Now watch. See? Maybe I could do this, huh? Maybe that'll work. It's really tight. Oh, yeah, folks. There you go. Then just give it a little tie here. There's actually a, should have went in there. But that's all right. We'll leave it out for right now. Let me just tie it real quick. See, there's a loop. No, that's for the door. It has got nothing to do with it. You just put these 2 right around right here. Are you getting this? Oh, yeah. There you go. Yeah. All right.
He's very excited because obviously it's something new. Maybe because Miss Tammy's going to come back. Maybe they'll christen the gazebo.
Now that's one. And what I've discovered just now is I'm just going to put this in this little pocket down here. It's new, so it's not open yet. My eyesight's not the best. I'm sticking it in. I'm taking, this is going to tie here.
Okay, it failed on my other streaming service, and I'm pretty upset about that because it keeps failing. And I don't really want to have to use this service because it's impossibly expensive and it would eat up basically all of the profit I make from this channel and doesn't give me anything to give to my dogs. And just doing that and the attorneys this year, I'm just trying to be positive, and that bloody service is terrible. I'm in a really bad mood now. I need to figure something else out. Don't want to do StreamYard. So I have to figure out another service.
Here, but I don't want to put that in there yet.
And get rid of the other one.
Basically take it off.
Trash.
So I can get it in this one. There is a little
So
hole here.
like, just not
slide in, and then I can just
sorry.
Put this back in here like that. And look, tie it right together. And these are not chintzy, man. This is thick stuff. Not that chintzy stuff. This is good.
Oscar, how are you?
And this is how we have a real firm doorway. And then here's the thing I learned too. When you get ready to stake this out or peg it out with guy lines, wow, this thing's huge. I'm going to rent it out. I could live in here, man. You can camp out. You can put a cot in here. You can cook in here. You can make it a workstation in a campground. It's really, really cool. And even though you got side curtains, which I'm going to show you in a minute, you're more confined in. That's more for weather.
Yeah, I'm trying to namaste. I had to switch to StreamYard, which I'm using on the free end, which doesn't allow me to upload any other things or like disclaimers or do anything. And just having a really bad technical day on the other streaming service. I have to cancel that one tonight because it's utter trash. So just, well, I hate having to sort stuff out sometimes. I'm not in the mood. I'm tired too. And Tim's looks terrible in that outfit. But namaste. The dog got his teeth cleaned today, and I spent $550 at the vet's. And everybody wants my money. YouTube. Oh, it's demonetizing everybody, but thankfully not me. I'm sure this asshole, because he's back with Tammy, is going to strike my ass again. So I'm looking forward to that shit.
This is more for breeze. You got vision, but you don't have to worry about bugs. You can cook and eat in here, pleasure.
Nice to see you, Captain.
And, you know, the sun's off of you. It's really, really nice. But when you get ready to peg it out, I should say, you definitely want the door zipped up first, so that when you get all the corners are nice and taut. Now let's step outside. I'm going to show you another pro tip.
Don't worry. I feel like my channel went down the toilet tonight too, because that one stream, for whatever reason, has just decided that it used to be fine. And then it just has gone downhill. It's irritating because, like, why? Anyway, I'm not going to get into it. I'll sound like Tim. Hey, if you want to find out more about how I feel about technology, I needed to get 10 super chats, and that was never going to happen. So, Merry Christmas, Tim.
Tip that I learned from somebody, because I watched every video about this thing. Okay. Okay, we're talking Vivor, baby.
Yeah.
Look at this Velcro rain lip here. The water comes and goes right off on in misty rain. On a hard rain, we got our curtains, which I'm going to show you.
Hey, I'm tired. I'm having a bad day, and this technological difficulties, I finally reached my breaking point after having it happen 15 times. So, yeah, I'm allowed to have a moan for once in a blue moon. I'm a human being, I'm not an AI. Thank you, Brian. The same amount of compassion that I extend to people, except for Tim. Hey, it's a tough night. I'd rather hang this up, but we're going to play it through. Hopefully we're still at 1.25. Yes.
But we zip it down.
Yeah, thanks for making it worse, Brian.
And then when you pull these out nice, you get this all the way out. You don't want those tucked under there. You want those all the way out nice and flat. Okay, you pull them out all the way around. I won't go all the way around. I'm just going to show you these right here. Just pull it out on the grass. And that way when the rain comes down, it flows off. Nothing goes in there. So you have a zippered door. Now let's try one of these curtains. Remember, 2 of them have windows. Which 2 are they? This has got a window. So you can place the curtain that has the window here on any panel you want. You have 6 of them. 2 of these have windows. And here's the quick and dirty way of putting the curtains up. I watched somebody one day and I said, well, actually, you know what? You can't put this on the doorway, and that wouldn't make any sense anyway. So let's say it's this one over here. See those holes, these rings?
I don't know. People could drop it in the poll if they think it's Tammy who's going to break that thing down.
These are for the pullouts to come through, and you can tie it out. But what you do is you go to the middle, hook and loop, and you stick that on first. You don't have to start on the end. And then, and only then, do you do this. Look how fast, okay? Then you grab the other one here, come out to its end. Instead of starting here and having it all draped down, you see this? It hook and loops here. These are nice big pieces. It really grabs, and it's on. Then you reach in. I'm going to open the window. You can roll this up like that. You've got these little things right here. And of course, they're all creased together right now because it's new. I got to open it up. There we go.
Well, he has to make a video, and that can be time consuming. take energy and effort. And he obviously had to not be able to upload other videos today. So he's losing potentially money on those, though he's not making but so much.
Okay, there's one side. Here's the other. I love this thing. And wait till I show you the bottom part here where you pull the thing through the hole in the middle. Ah, come on. It's either new and they got to open up. It'll relax more after it's been out in the sun. All right, I got it. I got it. So you reach through here and you find your strap that you use to
make sure to hit the likes when you come in the stream. Thanks, guys.
Pull the sides out with. And this goes down over it like that.
Thanks,
then you take a guy line and they say, a pro tip, do not go out. For best stability to keep it from flying away in a real rough wind is you come down. Now let me get this thing more taut, okay? Look, we got our hook and loops here. We got one here. We got another one here. And then on the bottom. All right, we got them over here. Look how taut it is when you get them on. They're placed so perfectly. Nothing's out of alignment. A lot of thought went into this. Look at that. Okay, you got your little window. You back out and take a look at that there. Now imagine all 6 of them around. You're completely waterproof. But let's say you want privacy right here. Let's say you want a little privacy fence about this high. Well, look at this. How about that?
Thanks, Sarah.
Huh? Let a little wind in.
That's
oh, you say that's not enough? That's not enough? Okay. Come on down one more.
Likes.
Look at that. Oh.
I wonder. That's awesome.
Put that one up. There you go. Let some down, some up, some halfway down. Leave the one with the windows up. Whatever you want to do. And have your, and these are ready to go. You know, Johnny on the spot. If it starts to rain, remember, go to the middle, pull it up, stick it on there, go out to the end, stick that one on. Boom. Boom. Look at that. Just like that. Your skirt's out. And let's go inside and see what it looks like with one of the curtains from the inside up. Also, just so you know, the competitor.
He's always already angry at Hilton Tom because Hilton Tom was getting a cheaper YouTube premium than Tim. That's why Tim had to cancel his and get a new one.
To this, it looks exactly the same. It's double the price. I won't mention the name. I guarantee you, double the price and no side curtains. None. That's extra. And also, the side curtains they give you for the door, the competitor, I don't even know if they have them for the door, but the ones they give you here, there's also a zipper on it. So you have a zipper here with a screen and a zipper on the door. And look. Look at this, folks. Remember that strap inside? It's right here. I thought the pole went in. Again, I got to separate it because it's new. Oh, here it is. Put the little hook through there. Here, let me show you something, folks. I won't get cheap on you. Look at this beautiful thing. Here's the big one. Boy, it really stretches nice. It feels good and taut. You know, no slinky dinky. Look at this. Back up and take a look at that. All right, I'm going to grab one of my chairs. I'm going to grab my table.
Oh, great. And he is excited. Tammy's car is somewhere behind one of these sheds. You can see the red Cadillac somewhere. She's coming up in a few minutes. In the sunglasses, they get sloppy. But I guess he's going to say, I bet you anything they're going to be hanging out in here having some carnivore diet, and Tammy will be sipping a cocktail.
It's going to be chilly tonight. Okay. I'm going to grab my Buc-ee's propane fire pit. This goes all the way out. I can leave my tank all the way out here. Here's my lava rocks. Come on inside and take a look. I got my window up there. Oh, this is I got privacy. My neighbor can't just be gawking at me over there. I've got a window open on this one Take a look at that.
Oh my goodness, he's out of breath from putting the furniture in. Mind you, I might be too. So I can't joke Tim too hard on that.
Then I'm going to hang my light if I don't have my fire going up on this hook. Look how, like I can barely, I'm 5'10". Look, folks.
Pretty nice.
I can barely reach my. And you can also put a little thing on that hook to pull this down to disassemble this. The feeling, I'm telling you right now, the feeling you get with the windows, the screens bowed out, oh, there's so much roomier than it's just a straight down wall. Look, I caught me a fly in here. He can't get out. I'll just take a fly swatter and I'll get him.
Great. The film The Fly. Great. Okay. He's very excited. Beautiful tent. It's a beautiful gazebo, Tim. Absolutely gorgeous.
I'll get you. Got him. Get out of here. Now, let me just show you the door. Okay, we're going to do the door here.
Yes.
Which one's got a zipper on it?
This is Tammy's camera work, and in minute 29, almost at minute 30, we're minute 23 at the moment. Tammy is going to show up, but we've already seen evidence of her. Have we gone past where her hand comes in? Because at some point she holds open the tent. Somebody said something. Maybe I went past that point. Some point she opened up the tent with her hand. We saw her hand. I might have forgot that point. Looking at something else. And her red Cadillac is, I think we've seen her red Cadillac too. But yeah, she's back, and he's setting up, obviously, why he's putting a fire pit inside of. I hope this is just for show, Tim, because this looks like it would be dangerous. Is it? I don't think that's fire pit cleared, even with the fan going. I think that would make it worse. That would make the flames bigger. I think that looks like a hazard, Tim. If we hear about a fire in Bradenton in an RV park, then we'll know what happened.
I know they got them. You see, they all got that. Here's the other window one, and the hole. That's the top. Okay, so that's a window. And then here's another. I love this color. Here's one. Just a regular side panel.
Yep, Tim's ready to glamp it out at the Bradenton slab. Glamping it out. Look, he's brought it in connected to gas. Tim, this is not for safe. Oh, but he's excited. I mean, just kid in the candy store, as always. Something new. Always excited.
They fold up so flat and compact. And then here's another one. These are all side panels. I suppose these are the doors, huh?
No, we
Let's find out. It's another side panel. Last but not least, I see a zipper. I see it. All right, look. Here's our bottom. Oh, I'm going to show you something, folks. You're going to love it. Okay. So, I'm guessing.
Well, that's good. He must have taken some comedy classes. I don't watch his stuff. Takes too long to get to the point.
Yes. I'm
talking. Just teasing.
Let me see.
I don't watch his stuff.
There's two halves.
Used to.
And this would roll up. There's a catcher here. Well, that's really stuck on there. This has to be the top because it has something to catch it.
Well, you know, when the RV finally stops being functional, he's got the next place he can move into on somebody's piece of land. Keep it clean and new, Clem. You might be needing that as shelter in the future, especially if your, YouTube channel goes belly up and you get, absolutely nothing from your channel. So because you rely on yours. Thankfully, I don't rely on mine. That would be foolhardy.
Trying to figure it out, folks.
Yeah. Yeah, the Near East Wing.
We're doing this together.
Absolutely. You know what? He can set his it's his golden ballroom.
This would be the start in the middle. See, it doesn't have is that how I see, said the blind man. Look at this.
Oh, we know you're blind, Tim.
And then there's Velcro on the back side. It goes to that one.
You've got glaucoma.
So it's double good. And look.
I got to keep an eye on the time to find Tammy.
And I have that.
Can you open up the tin around here?
Okay, so this side. There you go. It doesn't unzip all well, so you're not going to lose it. See? It's stuck on there. Let me do this right. That goes there. That goes there. That goes there, and that goes there. And then we got these here. One. Let me take the side off. I'm just showing you that it can rain. You bring this one down. That's the inside one. Then you just do the outside one. Then you got your skirt out, and you're going to peg it out. And, of course, these go on here. I love the hook and loop action. None of that fiddling around with zippers and stuff. It's everything, the Velcro, they're lining up absolutely perfect together. So now you want to come in, you've got double action. You can actually have this door already pulled back and just zip this up, you know? That's what you can do. This doesn't do it probably does. Yes, look. You can do both, probably. Let's try it. Let's just do one side. We're not going to get cheap on you. I'm going to show you all the features. You just roll it out like this. Grab that. There it is.
He likes this because it's simple to do. Didn't have to watch a video. It wasn't an instruction manual. I mean, to be honest, it doesn't have a bottom tarp. It's a gazebo. It's not really a tent to be on ground. It's meant to be on something that's obviously, if you have it on the ground, obviously you're going to have the critters that come along with it. So it obviously doesn't. Does it have a ground? Is that the one that goes on the ground? Does it have I don't know. If it does, then that's pretty handy how it goes up so easily. Doesn't look like super sturdy to sleep in a windy place. But I don't know how expensive it is. But it went up pretty quickly for how few minutes we're in. It's been less than 30 minutes. He has it up and assembled. Didn't seem to get him too winded. It was more winded carrying in the furniture. So I'd say that's pretty decent.
Can't get my fingers. Brand new.
It's nice to see you, Catherine. Happy holiday.
You can open up the whole thing, folks.
Well,
you see inclement weather coming?
It's deeper than that because he's going to have to get more stuff done. Because he's, I pretty much have found out that the dog has somehow had something really bad, and then on top of it, the one stream just being absolute trash and just collapsing on me for the multiple time and having to come over to StreamYard, which. This is their free when I can do a couple hours. Anyway, I don't want to get into it. I'm just going to get through this. Have a good
All you do is just release that.
Appreciate it. He can't return
and
it.
You're good to go. You leave one down.
He can return because this is a review that Tim is doing. It should say includes paid promotion on here, but Tim doesn't label his stuff properly. What a shocker and surprise. This product, I think Tim reached out to the company and said, hey, I would love to do a review on my 67, 8,000, 110,000 sold channel at YouTube. If you, would like to give, have an exchange to do a product, because he wanted this gazebo. And I think what he said at the beginning or in one of his videos recently that he reached out to them and they came to a contract where Tim would make a honest review video in exchange for obviously receiving this gifted tent to review because it doesn't need to be returned. It was gifted by the company. And the other part of the contract was he could only post one video today, which is why the walking video he had earlier today was deleted. Miss Tammy's filming this video. It doesn't return it. Anything it might do is get put up on Facebook Marketplace for sale if he doesn't need it, or just get, thrown into the shed.
Or you can pull them both back. VVOR, baby, VVOR. Waterproof, 12 by 12. When you peg it out, let me show you the final things here. Inside, down at the bottom.
I have more things, but I'm not sharing that with the community. And it's nothing to do with anything that's currently happening. Something that happened. But I'm not talking about that. So we're just going to get through this, and I'm going to get through tomorrow, and we're going to see Tammy in the sunglasses, and then we're going to say goodnight.
Bottom, to peg it out right down here.
No.
You peg it out nice and taut. You, like I say, very important.
Yeah. Well,
you would totally, before you start pegging it out, you definitely close.
I mean, his views, he's still getting enough views. He has enough solid subscribers that are getting 1,200 views, 2,400 views. There might be some people who are considering this product. He might get enough. I don't know if he gets any affiliate money, or it's just the offer of the 5% discount to his subscribers. And obviously he's got this product that's free. I've not even the interest in looking up what the price is. Sorry, guys.
Close this up. Okay, and you zip both down. Starting with the first one. Got a little breeze coming up.
Yeah, I'll know tomorrow how he's doing, but thank you for asking.
Then this one. And then when you peg it down, you don't use this on the inside. You pull this out, and the pegs they provide. But
Sammy, get rid of this one.
This way, if you peg it down before you close the zipper, you may not be able to close the zipper on the door. And just to show you, you can get those bigger nail kinds. I've seen people on YouTube, they go ahead and get the bigger ones. They got them at Walmart. They provide you these right here, which is fine. But it's a really nice bag. It's big. It's not like just big enough. If I can get this open. There we go. Here we go. Coming out. There we go.
That's one of Tim's guys. And he's like an incel that constantly tries to bait me. And I have not the mood today for that. So I am generally a cheerful person. And obviously I'm too allowed to be human. So that guy's an absolute turd. And I'm sick of him. And I would like to actually get rid of him from YouTube. Because he's and he's always like glazing Tim. So if you ever see that guy, tell him to go off.
No. Look at this.
Thank you.
You get these. Oh, wait a minute. These are not the ones I saw on YouTube that have that little TL shape. These are the real deals, like big long nails with the hooks to put your guy lines on. Look at these. Look at all this guy line. And you just hook it on here. And if you know anything about knots, oh man. Now remember, pro tip. When
Passive, if you want to drop in the chat how much it costs for this thing without the discount, or let us know. But that's funny. Of course, probably if you wait for a Black Friday sale or something. I do know that one of the things that I have, there is a certain site that the product never really goes on sale, and my coupon still tends to be the same as what they give off, and it will work when the item isn't on sale. And it still works to this day, which is the Read Your Heart for the jewelry, which is Vibe 15, and you will get 15% off. I don't make any money from the company. I got an item in exchange, like Tim did. So thank you guys. And I appreciate the support. Like I said, there's other stuff, and that guy's always like saying stupid stuff. He's like, but he gets like Tim, he just thinks he's an absolute know-it-all. He literally would be somebody who would completely fail with his own channel. So he's just jealous. I'm so done with them too. I've let these people be in my, leaving me comments and stuff, and me, and I'm just done now. So I'm done with him too. He always popping up. He's sad. I don't even want their views anymore. You know, I don't need his misogyny in here. Done. Not tonight. I got something else that's on my mind. It's nothing to do with even the technology, which I'm sick of dealing with that stupid stuff. That's something I got to deal with. So anyway.
When you tie it down, you can tie it on these two as well as the base. Go straight down.
Yeah.
Go straight down. Don't come out here like that. And let's see if there's any other stakes in here besides just these, because there's a lot of them. You can stake this down. They give you this many. So there you go. You got one for these, and you got the legs here.
No, that's why Tim's so excited. He got a $258 gazebo for a day's work, which is probably more than he's taking in on his videos at the moment. So that's a win for Tim. So he was more than happy to get rid of that walking video because he's not concerned. He'll make a little bit of money off of the views off of this. But in reality, what Tim's seeing is a $258 gazebo. Maybe, you know, like I said, keep an eye out for that and the motorbike on Auto Trader and this on Facebook Marketplace if he really starts hurting for views.
On the bottom right there.
All right.
These are the ones you want to pull out tight.
We passed Tammy. Hold on, guys. I got so distracted being asked something. We passed Tammy in the sunglasses. Hold on. Got to go back. Got me distracted with something, guys. We missed Tammy. She's right here. Okay. See? Look. Right here. Sorry. I was being asked something. Right here. There she is. Right there in the sunglasses. I was thinking about the price for we were so fascinated with Tim's gazebo price. We went right past Miss Tammy. I'm slowing it down to 0.25. I'm letting it play so you can see her.
Oh, shame.
There she is. Right there. Don't tell me that's not Miss Tammy. I don't think I can bring it any closer. I don't dare to mess with anything of that nature tonight. I'm already having a tough time with it. On Amazon for $156. Wow. See, if you take a minute looking, you could probably find it at I see that would be, you know, so on the company site, it's one price with Tim's 5%. And then on Amazon, you could go through Tim's affiliate link and get it for $156.40. So there you go. I think Tammy is some calculated move. I mean, potentially. We don't know. It's a way to kind of $156.40 at Home Depot. See, it's all sorts of cheap everywhere else. Oh, Tim, you should have done your homework. The gazebo elegant. Well, you know, not anymore, Gail. Welcome to the 21st century, where plastic and polyethylene is going to be the predominant type of thing that's going to make it up. Okay, so this is definitely Tammy. We just got to see the white shorts. So we'll see if what Tim's videos are like tomorrow morning, if he wouldn't tied one on with Tammy tonight. And whether they're over at, you know, he's breaking his carnivore diet and already eating at Carrabba's.
The real deal. Big.
Right there. She's coming up really big in about 2 seconds.
Long nails.
There she goes. Don't tell us that's not Miss Tammy. Right there. Clear as day. How can you mistake that fashion sense as being anybody other than Miss Tammy? Unfortunately, I don't have Nightbot connected to this, and I don't have the time to try to figure that out. So I can't drop. So if you believe it's Miss Tammy and Tim's sunglasses, drop a 1 in the chat. And if you believe it is not Miss Tammy and some friend of his daughter instead who's come to visit him because they got on so well when he was up in Georgia, drop a 2 in the chat. And if you don't think it's either, drop a 3 because you're just a contrarian. Like that dude. Because just to add, to my night, that, piece of... I don't have any respect for him. Just irritating. Because he says just like he actually always... He's the one person that Tim hasn't banned from his community who constantly tells Tim how to do stuff. We're absolute know-it-all. I don't know everything. Don't know anything about gazebos. Promise you. Or RVs. Would be a fool with an RV. There she goes. Oh, hold on. Getting closer. There we go. That's about the best we're going to get of Miss Tammy. A lot of ones. So that's a lot of people. That's her car. Yeah, we think we saw her car too. So we have a fair amount of evidence. Because right at the beginning of the video, you thought Tammy was his mom? I mean, that's fair. It's her plating. Yep, absolutely. She's back. She's back. Is there sound? Oh, I had it slowed down to 0.25 so I could capture Tammy clearly in his sunglasses. So that's the reason why. And showing parts of the core. So we're specifically at a slow speed. That's why the sound sounds weird, okay? I don't need to be told any more about technical difficulties tonight, I promise you. At that point, I think I probably would just give up with everything. Because I have to cancel the other service after I get off of this video, which I don't want to do immediately, but it does terrible recording. It's terrible. It is terrible. All right, take it away, Tim.
Hooks to put your guy lines on. Look at these, look at all this guy line. And you just hook it on here. And if you know anything about knots, oh man. Now remember, pro tip.
Yeah.
When you tie it down,
not a sugar mama.
You can tie it on these two as well.
She's not a sugar mama. JJ will clarify that. Tammy don't give him. The only time she's sugar mamas is maybe when she comps for a cruise back in the day. But I'm sure once Tim started bringing in YouTube money and she saw that money, because I'm sure Tim couldn't keep his mouth shut to her about it, she probably pulled the purse strings. That's why she comes in and out of his life. She's these two are, they just cannot get enough. This is like just years of toxicity going on. These types of relationships, I don't think I can't believe Tammy hadn't found someone better than Tim. I don't think Tim could find. I don't know if Tim could find anyone better than Tammy. That's saying something.
Oh, is the base? Go straight down. Go straight down. Don't come out here like that. And let's see if there's any other stakes in here besides just these, because there's a lot of them. You can. Yeah,
I need to observe him overnight. I think he's going to be okay, but I just have to take in a lot about stuff about him being potentially having been hit by a car in the past, or somebody having abused him, or somebody having fallen from a building or something, because something took out the right side of his jaw and crushed his teeth really badly, and the whole entire right side of his mouth. And obviously it also shattered his right elbow, which had just kind of healed naturally on its own. And so it's just a lot to take in. That's all. And then the other shiny service that's been giving me absolute just problems for days. And so I've just kind of reached a breaking point with that streaming service today. And then that fool came into my chat. Just not in the mood, guys. And sometimes some stuff when I just have to deal with that. And then it just, I wanted to share this thing. I'm just glad that he's about to have this done, and we're going to wrap this up soon. But thank you for asking.
You can stake this down. They give you this many.
Yeah, it's not.
So there you go. You got one.
It's not good. So, and I don't want to think about it too much. So let's just move on.
One for these, and you got the legs here on the bottom right there. These are the ones you want to pull out tight to give it the most octagonal, not square.
Oh yeah,
octagonal
I'm for this, and I'm also expecting that my channel will be, copyright struck by this fool, because that's usually what happens when Tammy shows up too. So I'm gonna have to be probably dealing with all that again. Just not in the mood. I'm just trying to have fun. And one stream, whatever, is terrible. I'm gonna tell them that their service sucks. I don't know what I'm going to do for streaming because I don't want to pay for this one. It's too expensive.
Look. Okay, that'll make all this like be very taut looking too. And then you do a couple of guidelines. This thing isn't going anywhere, folks. This is really nice.
I don't really want to support the company that took StreamYard over. So that's another reason why I don't really want to. At the moment, I'm doing this through their free service, and it doesn't let me upload extra things. So I can't show my disclaimers. I can't put in drops of jingles or videos. I can't do anything fun. So, and I can only use it anyway. Nobody gives a shit.
Now let's take a walk around here. You got your Velcro pieces here. They're well stitched in. You've got your, look at that. It's not some of it might be a little piece of that, half that big. This is well made, good sewing, good stitches. And the poles, like I say, are already in here. These are.
Yeah, the vet told me that. Everyone, no, he's a sweetheart. That's what the vet told me. But I just, it's a lot to take in. It's a lot. And there's something else. And like I said, I don't want to talk about my personal stuff anymore. That's all of these are things that we're here to watch Tim. We're not here to ask my personal questions, but I'm glad everyone's concerned about Roscoe, and thank you for asking. Appreciate it.
For metal, these screws here that you pull out. I love that pop-out design with all the poles built in on the inside, nothing to assemble. This goes up, literally, if I had a helper pulling on a couple of the sides too, shoot, this thing would go up in 30 seconds. Now, before I end the video, I just want to tell you, I'm very stoked about this, and I can't thank Vivor enough for sending it to me.
I appreciate that, but, live streaming, I like to show the puppies, but, and showing that they went to the vet and stuff, but beyond that, we're here just to have a laugh and, have fun about Tim and the girls and stuff, not to get my personal stuff. All right, keep going, Tim, and see that Tammy's back. And, what's going to happen with Tim's personality over Christmas? I'm sure he's happy because he's got someone to spend Christmas with now. So that's good. And we'll see if he brings out one of his solo traveling videos again. And I can't even get my poles up. So it's just a night.
Anyway, I'm going to have many years of enjoyment of this thing. And I can take this with me to some friend's house. I can take it with me when I go camping in my RV. I can put it up right here because I live here. And tonight it's going to be nice and cool. It's kind of warm right now. But step on back here on the inside one more moment. This is just so nice in here. The feeling you get.
Thank you.
Now, I'm going to get some lights too. My friends that I got really stoked about it. Push these out.
Well, YouTube isn't really advertising me, so that's awesome that 84 of you are watching. I certainly do appreciate you taking your time to be with me tonight. Thank you, guys. I wasn't expecting to go live tonight because Roscoe was, came out of anesthesia today. So it's just been a lot. It's been a long day. It's been a long week. I'm also tired. I have to deal with that. And that guy's probably, I'm just going to have to ban him off of my channel completely because I'm just, I've been letting people just make stupid comments for the longest period of time in my chats too for forever. And I'm kind of done with that because it's just based in a deep amount of misogyny. And I don't want to deal with. I got a lot more going on. I promise you. Nothing is happening. Just telling you. It's something that happened a long time ago in the past. Just don't want to talk about it. But it does affect me still to this day. That's all I'm going to say. All right, keep going, Tim.
It'll look good when you don't see any of this on the inside. This is all pushed out and all nice and see, all nice.
He huffing puffing.
You can get these nice camping like love seat things, and you can put down a tarp, an indoor-outdoor carpet mat, and make this thing really, really look cozy on the inside. And you can even hang some lights on the inside somehow or another. I don't know how. Oh yeah, right here with these poles here. This goes through. You can get some lights in here and put them in here like that. That would make it really cool. And if you have one of those portable battery.
Well, I'd certainly, as you probably know, JJ, and anybody who's a resident in Florida, that you wouldn't want to sleep with this anywhere near water. It's probably not safe. I would think I don't think this is the safest thing to be, like croc safe or alligator safe. Sorry, alligator.
Battery banks, those like solar generators. You can put it here. You can make your coffee in the morning. You can have your Dometic refrigerator like I have that runs on one of those batteries, solar panels, solar generators. I have one of those. I can put a cot in here, an air mattress down on an indoor-outdoor carpet. I can camp in it here. There's so many things you can do with this thing. And 12 by 12, I think, is the sweet spot. It's not too big, and it definitely isn't small, and you don't feel cramped. You buy those 10 by 10 easy ups, they're just a roof with 4 aluminum poles. Look at this, man. You're screened in. If you get side curtains on an easy up, you basically have to put those things up. You get no wind and no breeze. I would only.
He is really quite the salesman, isn't he? Only Tim could get this excited about the gazebo. I mean, he's very excited. I wonder if his neighbors are excited. I wonder if there's any type of stipulation at the campground that you can't have this type of gazebo up.
Only use these for a couple panels to give me some privacy, or to hold my heat in on a real cold night, or for rain. Otherwise, I would have this. Beautiful, man. You can't tell on video. These things pop out. These walls are not coming down. There's 6 more inches popping out. And these little windows here, if I do have all my panels up, who's out there? Who's knocking? This is nice, folks. I want to thank Vivor again very much for sending it to me upon my request and the tool set I have. And please check out their website for all their wonderful items they have. They have tools and camping equipment. They've got, the list is long. Just check out vivor.com. A link will be in the description to get yourself one of these. They're going to give you a special price if you use my link. I do receive a small commission from.
Oh, he does get a small commission. Interesting. That's interesting. Like he's focusing on privacy. Yeah, I wonder if gators would get them. I wonder if that's ill-advised in the state of Florida to sleep in this type of structure by water or anywhere. You think he's one of those two, Tom? Oh, dear. I don't think I can say that. When he's in the camper, he never opens a window. That's true. Yeah, we know he's somebody who's extremely concerned with safety, especially gun safety, since he had a gun stolen from his side pocket of his car that he had left unlocked. And then it was found by the police because they found it on somebody that wasn't Sarasota Tim. Just a real safety guy. Real safety guy going on. I don't know why you're worried about privacy, Tim. You flashed your entire butt naked self on this platform. In your refrigerator. Proud as anything. Showed the whole community like you were camping at a nudist camp rather than the parking lot of a Laughlin casino resort, which I have understood watching videos that Laughlin is the saddest place to go to as a casino resort. Like Vegas has been pretty empty lately, but I understand. We're done with Tim. He's got nothing else to say. After he said his commission, Tim said nothing else. So I'll make myself a little bit bigger. I always want to thank everybody for joining me tonight. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I'm glad I just decided to switch over to StreamYard and absolutely abandon the other. I don't even want to talk about it. Tired today. It's been a long day because I promise you I have to get up early and work. And like I said, I wasn't planning to stream after I picked my dog up from the vets today. And it's, Roscoe's doing okay. I'm just sad about whatever. Hi, sweetie. The vet told me about his mouth. It's just a lot to take in. And I don't know what happened, and I never will know. But whatever it was pretty significant. So I'm sorry if my mood wasn't great. It's great to have Miss Tammy back. I'm sure my mood will improve. Hopefully we'll get some Tim raging. We'll see if we get some channel striking. I certainly do appreciate everyone just giving me the thumbs up and, just hanging in there with me and showing kindness and compassion. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of in a mixed mood as to whether I'm happy I did the stream in the end, because pretty irritated with that one streaming service, which I obviously have to get rid of now because that's giving me anyway. And because I know nobody cares. So me having issues with it is nobody else's care, but obviously I care because I want to be able to stream, and finding out that the service you use is just, I've given it enough months and time for it to just be absolute garbage. So unlike Tim, who returns and gets rid of stuff really quickly, I gave this one beyond a good college try. But I don't want to return back to this one necessarily. So yeah, I just had to do this at the last minute. So I appreciate it, guys. I'm losing my voice. I will be streaming tomorrow, but I am going back to Girl World. I'm not sure which topic I will be covering, but it will be that. If you're watching on the TV and you can hit the like somehow on your remote, that'd be great before you leave tonight. We'll see what we get tomorrow. We'll see whether or not he mentions Tea Bucket or what kind of subliminal, things will he be dropping in his videos. Will he be talking about zings and biscuits again? Most people agree it is Tammy. Tammy back. Tammy is not living in North Carolina with her kids, or is she down visiting for the holidays? Is she staying with Tim? People have been saying they think Tammy's been staying in the camper, and that's why Tim's been having himself, videoing things outside and certain things, like why he took himself outside the other day. And maybe the reason why he has the Christmas lights and the Christmas tree up is because Tim wasn't the one. My theory is that Tim isn't the one who put those decorations up, because that doesn't seem like something Tim would really be able to do. It was too much of a effort of Christmas. So I'm wondering if Tammy was the one that put those Christmas lights up, and what has kept him away from making videos was not inordinate amounts of time trying to figure out how to use his new camera, but trying to, spending more time with Tammy. And he just said that as an excuse. So yeah. They're at some restaurant this evening getting a shared plate and then complaining that the steak isn't properly cooked and then getting a free meal. That's what they're going to be up to. Yeah, that's what they're going to be doing. So yeah. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. It does help me get seen, and I do appreciate it. And like I said, I'm just tired of that streaming service finally got to my mood tonight. I just finally had it. And the fact that StreamYard has had not a single issue just underlies the fact that the problem obviously lies with the other service provider, not my wireless service. So that's kind of irritating, if you know what I mean. Especially when you don't want to use this service. So anyway, all right, guys. Like I said, I hope you have a great Friday. If you're in any of the areas that are about to be hit with snow, I hope you all stay nice and safe. I know they've been getting some winter weather advisories here in my own area. And so, yeah, just take care, and we'll catch you on the next one, guys. And yeah, I feel like I have dead eyes at the moment. I'm just tired. Been up early. It's been a busy day. So yeah. All right, guys, let me go so I can be more cheerful tomorrow. All right. Good night. It was lovely to see you, JJ. Give your best to Bev. It was certainly fun. And we'll make sure we pass your best on about Miss Tammy. Christmas cards on the mantle. That's that P.O. box. Well, so Sharon, you know what you're going to have to be looking out for. You have a mission to be on the lookout. So let us know any action over at Nathan Benderson Park or anything, everybody. If we get these spottings in the wild. Oh, you're welcome, Stacy. I appreciate you guys joining me. Yeah, I'm going to try to chill out. And we're all human. Sometimes, we all reach our breaking point. I think I did reach my breaking point with the technology tonight. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.